chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
On 1st and 10, Love. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. First down, Love to pass. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A carry for Gibson. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing. Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And look, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Jordan Brooks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Love under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Brooks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love now. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Love. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And Thomas has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly from Lockett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Love. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time. Love from the gun. He gets it to Humphreys. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and inches, Love slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final time as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here. Again, he winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. It's caught. Humphreys.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones now off the play fake. Flush to his right.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And not unable to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Love, they go play action now. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Off the play fake, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. So
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Myers able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12,
Love. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Flushed out right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. First down going to the air with Love. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Love. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. On 1st down, Barkley muscles him off. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to run with Dallas. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. try to punch it in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And that winds up incomplete. And now only 5 ticks on the clock. And likely just one final go at this now.
One last shot now for Love.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge.